My guest today is the youngest person ever nominated for an Oscar in the Best Actress category. That, of course, was for Beast of the Southern Wild. She's also host and the star of AURN's Invisible Eagles, Bessie Coleman, and she's got a new movie out. It's called Breathe, and it will take your breath away. Hi, Quvenzhané. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Okay, this movie scared me. It's a sci-fi thriller. Breathe. Tell me about the premise of the movie.
It's a post-apocalyptic thriller, but not boo-ah thriller, like edge of your seat thriller. It always has you wanting to know what's next or guessing what's next. It's primarily about a mother-daughter relationship and what it's like to be in a post-apocalyptic world, stuck in a bunker with no air to really breathe, and you have to have a generator for the air, and you have to wear a mask and backpack to go outside, and what that's like for them.
Wow. And you know, the interesting thing is this is in the not set in the not so distant future of 2039. That's like what, 14 years, 15 years from now. And it's frightening to think that our world could be like that. What,
Mhm.
you know, is this kind of a cautionary tale about climate change?
Yes, it is. It's just to bring awareness of it and what could be a possible future if we can continue to go downhill or we just don't make a change and we stay where we are.
Yeah. You know, and it's really great because you got a great cast surrounding you here. This Jennifer, I have to say, Jennifer Hudson and Common are your parents.
Mhm. Let's talk about it. I'm looking at them on set like, you see, what that say about me? I must be something.
You know, well, you are something, darling. But what was that like?
It was really exciting. Like the scenes that we had all together, it was like titillating a little bit. It was like, what can we add to this? What can we make this more? What can we show the dynamic of our relationships and how we interact with each other while we're in this world?
Yeah, that's very good point. And you know what's very interesting, relationships period are a very big part of this movie. But I really want people to understand. I mean, for you, I think this may be your first sci-fi thriller.
Yes, it is.
It's a different genre for you. How did you feel about that?
I mean, I was really just excited. There was no other emotion. I like to try new things. I like to put myself in a position where I'm challenged, and also to see what it is that I really love about what it is that I do.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you're so good at it. And I have to be very honest here. Clearly, your experience really shines through in this movie. You've been to these parties for a long time now, even though you're only what you're very young, but you've been doing this for a long time, and it really does show in this movie. You're the person that kind of really helps carry the movie along. I had to say that
Thank
in a very good way, in a
you.
very good way. So, what was it like though being on a set like that? Because it is, you know, this whole dire situation. It's not pretty. There's nothing really pretty about post-apocalyptic. I can't even say it about this kind of an environment.
Yeah. Um, it wasn't pretty, no, but it was a beautiful set altogether. Like, the detail and the time that I know it took to put the pieces together. I even talked to some of the people that did props, and I was like, "Who did this? Who made this?" And we became best friends because I just had to give credit where it was due, and every time I saw him on set, I was like, like, it was the props with the guns, because that's the thing that fascinated me too with the gun safety and training that we went through. I was just like, "How? Teach me everything that you know so that I can know better, and also just so, like, I'm as aware as I can be and I know everything and I have the knowledge." Um, but it was easy to act in that environment because of how immersive and pretty not pretty the environment was,
Um,
and when we were outside, I feel like I've been complaining about the heat, but the heat helped make it feel like we were struggling to breathe. Like, we couldn't move around, like, the air was different, everything about the environment was different, but it was really just extremely hot where we were filming, so
Where are you filming this, by the
we
way?
were filming in Philadelphia,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it can get really hot and muggy in Philadelphia. Yeah,
and it sure did.
especially
Yeah,
that's true almost every summer in Philadelphia. That's what
and we filmed in the summer.
yeah, yeah, that's pretty much the case there. It does feel like something apocalyptic. So, love you, Philadelphia. Just saying.
Yes.
You know, love, much love. What was the thing that stands out most, though, about doing this kind of a futuristic movie in today's world, especially because there's just so much going on?
I think the timing of all of it, because when we were filming this, COVID was not, it's still not too far away. It was 4 years ago, but we were still having the COVID mask on set and like the guards and all this stuff on set just to take it off to put another mask on. Had to be one of the most retrospective, like, things I've
Mm.
ever experienced on set. Because I was always on set, like, I take one mask off to put another one on, like, why I gotta have all these masks on? And then you think about what it is that you're filming, and it's like, well, shit, that's 10 years from
Yeah.
now, 20 years from now. I can't be complaining right now. It just it made me always think on set. I was always thinking about why.
Yeah, and our reality, I'm sure, because we didn't see the fact coming that we would be wearing masks 4 years ago. You know,
No.
so that's why this movie is really important for people to watch, I think, because
Yeah.
the world can change in a nanosecond, like it just did. We saw that happen. And I
Mhm.
do think that this is something people really need to pay attention to and look out for. And it premieres. Tell me the premiere date again. Is
It premieres in select theaters the 26th, and it's on demand
on
the 20.
demand. Okay. And that, of course, is this week, and that's coming right up. And that's why we're so I've got to ask you though, how much fun was it? You are the star of AURN's Invisible Eagles, Bessie Coleman, our podcast about the great Bessie Coleman. How much fun was that?
It was a lot of fun to be a part of that with you, of course, and, I was really so excited to see how people react to it, and everybody was listening and tuning in. It was exciting and new to me too.
Yeah, well, and we've gotten all 5 stars thanks to you, darling. You know,
You.
you're very good at what you do. What's up next? What are you working on now?
Um, right now, life is just life, and for me, I'm trying to figure out a way for all of my family and friends to come together in one spot when everyone's available to watch the movie. Because there's one scene in particular, there's a very emotional scene in the movie where I feel like I left a part of myself, the person I was then, in the movie, and it's something that I really want the people that I love to see, and also I want them to like it and love it and enjoy it.
I think that they'll do that. I've met some of your family members, and they're all very, very cool. And do you still have your animals? I gotta ask because I know you're an animal lover.
Yes, they'd be all over the place. I was struggling earlier because Luna was walking on the table trying to get in the camera, and then Simba came walking over here. They always on the move, you know.
I love it. And Luna's just adorable, just like you are. Thank you so much for joining us on for this very important movie. I want everybody to check it out. That's coming up on Friday, I do believe, of this week. And we love you dearly. And what would you say to people about why they need to watch Breathe?
I think they need to watch it just so it can be an eye opener for everyone and to start a conversation of what we can do or what we can do as a collective. Can we like come together so we don't get to the point where it's just one family surviving off of like a generator for oxygen? Like I just wanted to start something. I just want something to change, even if it's something small. I just don't want us to stay where we are or get worse. I want
Yeah.
to move.
I agree with you. Quvenzhané, thank you so much for all you do and all you are and what you're going to be doing because you got big things coming up, girl. So we got to keep this world going.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Thank you once again. And to everybody else out there, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, love yourself and somebody else.